I have fantastic news. My little nephew, hold on, the one from the Bible. I've got to go and check the boats. My father tells me his dream. Oh, hold on, don't turn off. My father said he dreamed that there were 3 elephants. 3 elephants that was like in a circus. Now I was there and I was a child, and all the other kids were there. Like when we had the line of children forever with my nephew. We got all the kids in the whole apartment complex running around playing with each other like in a big line of kids. It was great. But he dreamed of 3 elephants, and they had painted on the elephants polka dots. And they were trying to get the elephants to do tricks, but they wouldn't do it because they were elephants. They were rebel elephants. They were rebels with a clue. These rebel elephants, he said, had been painted with polka dots, and they were humiliated at this. This could not stand, man. So they would not do the tricks. And see, last night, they were mad because they were painted. I said, Dad, I was reading an article. This is an actual article, and I didn't read it, but I read the title of it as it passed. And it was saying they were painting a X on like the forehead in white of the elephant, and they were saying in a group of elephants, would the elephants act different to the elephant if they had this painted on their body, their forehead? So, I didn't read any further, but I said, Dad, I read that. And yesterday, he had anchored his heart power of prayer to pray for some guy that had a studio over there where the tornadoes and shit were. And simultaneously, I did my thing. So I used my faith. I crusaded for it. I had it. I stored it up. I charged it. Compressed it until it glowed. And when I saw the first opportunity for there to be tornadoes and storms and shit where people could be harmed, then I played it. I played my faith. Now the atheist and the transhuman, they don't have that because they don't believe. It doesn't matter what your higher power is. As long as you know, until your heart is right, your higher power ain't going to be you. But then when it is, you can transduce the whole universe and try to mitigate lightning. See, my dad doesn't even normally dream. So I think if he does dream and remembers it during a highly electrified lightning storm, a severe hill here, our boats are safe. I crusaded down here to check on the boats.
Not only am I a fucking ancient crusader knight,
ever since Friday
mistaken
the 13th,
by death, passed on by
when I had to
by
run
the
to the
Passover
boat
blood of the Holy
to
Spirit
get away from that
and
fucking
an
French
accidental miracle.
faggot king.
But I'm also a fat,
I've never
overweight.
never
a
felt
little
safe
bit,
anywhere
and
without my boat being at
marijuana
least not
smoker,
swept away by the
cigarette smoker,
by
heavy
the flood
smoker.
waters.
I gotta breathe.
Just
Don't
a little
smoke,
piece
kids.
of
Just
me.
don't do it.
The accidental miracle. So I think it worked. I'm even recording the conversation I'm having. This is my nephew. This is nephew Jacoby. He's Jacob from the Bible. That's right. You've heard of Jacob and Isaac and Ishmael and all that. This is my nephew. He is Jacob. That makes me Enoch. Yes. How long? Dude, I don't know if you know this about you. I'm also a wizard. So I stay in research. I'm researching the three-sided. Imagine if you took a three-sided pyramid. You had one upside down, and you had one right side up, and you put them in together and made a star. Can you see what I'm saying in your mind? That's called the star tetrahedron, and it's your Merkabah. You have a field of energy around you that if you meditate, you can start to rotate both of those, and it turns into like a spaceship. Yeah, that's why it's important that you don't let the video games eat your brain too much, nephew. It's because I'm a little bit behind, but I'm studying a lot of these things, and us as humans, we have a lot more powers than they let us know. You know, because I'm an old man, and I'm telling you as a young man that you have a lot more power than you know. But now, and here's the problem: you're in a place, you're in the world, the same world as me, but when everybody believes they don't have no power, or that they're small instead of something important and special, then the world is like it's like being in a big thick mud trying to walk through it. Do you know what I mean? I think I broke my bed. It's like you're walking through a big thick mud or really thick ice, and that's really not the way it is. If we have to reverse engineer the human being that each one of us is, because each one of us is basically a light driven spaceship. You know, you're your consciousness, what you think of as you, that's a little spark. And your body, you're not your body. You're the thing that's in your body, experiencing your body. If you turn that other body you have on, that's the one that you have in your dreams. You know, because you dream. You know you can be doing crazy stuff in your dream. Why do you think you can do crazy stuff in your dreams and not here? You ever wondered that? Well, there. Oh yeah? You hear this here first? All right, you're going in the video. You know, this is your advice. This is your dream recipe. Go ahead and tell it. You, I'll tell you one that works even better. Are you ready? When you look at your hands. All you got to do is look at your hands, and when you see your hands, you'll suddenly remember that you're in a dream. And if you remember you're in a dream while you're in your dream, you can turn into a bird. You can do whatever the hell you want to after that. All you got to do is snap into remembering. You don't have to change the dream. All you got to do is know you're dreaming. So look at your hands when you do it. Don't worry about shaking. You look at your hands. Now you can only look for your hands for a couple seconds and then they melt. You can't look at any part of your body because it begins to melt and disappear if you do. That's the only thing that I'll tell you about dreams. That's a fact. But you don't normally see yourself anyway when you're walking around, you know, unless you're just like looking at your hand like a jackass. I'm just sitting here looking at my hand, you know, hello, I'm looking at my hand. No, if you're running around doing stuff and experiencing your dream and you remember to look at your hands, that somehow triggers, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not looking at your hands as you go through the day. It's not like, you know what I mean? You're looking through your whole body. You're seeing through your eyes. But, you know, if you realize why not to look at your hands and why you would in the dream, it would make a difference. You'll see what I'm saying.
And also, now if you like do something bad, it'll cause you to have like a bad dream.
Yeah, I guess so. But you just don't do it.